Hi, Peyton and Palma. It's Nana. Nana, I miss you. Oh, and here comes Papa. We want to do a video for you, something that we could do together, but even though we're far away, we really miss you guys and we love you. So we thought, you guys do lots of baking and fun stuff with Mom. We thought, well, maybe Nana and Papa could show you a recipe that we do here that's really quick, and I bet you can do it too. And it only takes 7 ingredients. You can count, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just 7 things. Ingredients means how many different things we're going to put in our recipe. So we're going to make a cake. It's in a mug. So just like any kind of mug you have at home that you drink hot cocoa in. So we're going to make this together. And then you could do it at home, but we really miss you and love you, and we really want to do this with you in person, but we thought, well, maybe we can make them a video, right, Papa?
Yay!
Yay! So here we go. All right. So we have a little cereal bowl. That's pretty easy. But just make sure you check with Mom and Dad to make sure that it's a mug that can go in the microwave. You don't need a super big one. I know your dad and Mom drink lots of coffee, big mugs. We don't need those. We just need this one because I have a big mug here. And this is the mug you don't want. This is really big, right? Right, Papa? Oh, and then we have a Nana and a Papa mug here. And guess what? This is too big too. So we have to have a smaller mug because this would be like a giant cake. So, all right. So here we go. So the first thing
What
we're going
about
to
this mug?
No, that's too big. We love that though. That's Nana's kitchen. We love that. And you guys bought us that. So that's cool. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is get some butter. So we need to take out a stick of butter, but we're not going to use the whole stick. And one thing, when you look at the stick of butter, it has 8 tablespoons. There's lines so you can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We don't need 8 tablespoons of butter. We just need 1. So if you cut where that line is, Mom can help you. And Dad, we'll just cut that. I have, Nana and Papa have some soft ones. And then I just put it in my tablespoon right here. This is a tablespoon, not a teaspoon. And I know when you're going to school, you're learning so many things about numbers, aren't you? Right, Papa? All right, Papa's going to put the tablespoon, scrape it right into that bowl. All right, Papa, good job.
I didn't do it yet.
He didn't do it yet. Well, not so good job, but I know he's going to do a good job. So how's that? All right, next thing we need is brown sugar. Now, this is Nana's and Papa's brown sugar, but you can use any brown sugar. Mom has like the best pantry ever of all the baking ingredients because your mom's a great baker. So we're going to need 1 tablespoon. And what I like about this, it's like packing a snowball. When you put your brown sugar in that tablespoon, it packs in. See, it takes the shape of the spoon. So Papa's going to put that one in. And we need 1 teaspoon. So that's smaller than a tablespoon, right? So that's 1 teaspoon. And I'm going to pack it again. So look it. See how it sticks? Wow. Okay, Papa, put that in there. Papa didn't scrape it all out. Oh, Papa. Here we go. Scrape that out. We need all that goodness in there. All right, there's Papa. He's scraping it out now. Then we're going to just put it in the microwave like 10 seconds. And then so it can melt. Look, it's like a contrast. Contrast means one's light, one's dark. So we got the butter that's lighter and the brown sugar that's darker. All right, I'm going to put it, Nana's going to put it in here. Make sure Papa's doing what he's got to do. All right. So just 10 seconds, and then we'll take it out. And your mom and dad bought Nana and Papa really cool cookbooks, and so we've been using those. So that's been fun. All right, so we just needed 10 seconds. So I want to show you. So it's just soft. So Papa's going to stir it all together so it's all together. We don't want to see separate ingredients. Separate means that one ingredient and the other ingredient you see together, but we want to mix it all together, stir it all together, and make it one. Now Papa's stirring with a knife. You don't do that. You do it with a spoon or a fork. But that's okay because Papa, he doesn't know how to bake all the time. He's learning. But look at him. But he got the job done, even though I wouldn't have used a knife. But that's good, Papa. All right, so now we want flour. Oh, so we need how many tablespoons of flour? 3 tablespoons. Papa's eating the chocolate chips already. All right, so we need 3 tablespoons. Now, you guys use a lot of white flour. You have that, and Nana and Papa use a lot of almond flour. So there's 1. And actually, I even put coconut flour in. You might not like coconut flour, and that's okay. All right, but we're going to put some of that in there. So I'm going to use 2. And then 1 more of the almond flour. Remember, just 3 tablespoons. That's it. And you can use your white flour because I know Mom has those giant bags at home because you guys do lots of baking. And pretty soon you'll be making those Christmas cookies. All right, Papa, toss it in there. So the other thing we need is baking powder. For us, we use the baking powder because it makes it rise. That means that the cake grows. We want that to happen. So Papa's doing a good job. Again, Papa seems to be using the knife to toss everything. So let's see. We need a 1/2 teaspoon, Papa. All right, so here we go. That's, Nana needs her glasses. That's a 1/4 teaspoon. Is that a 1/2 teaspoon?
Yes.
1/2 teaspoon. All right, so we're going to put this in here. And you know, like your mom does when you're baking, you have to just make sure you cut off and kind of clean off the top. Because baking, you have to really know exact. That's why you're learning your numbers at school, right? You're counting 1, 2, 3. And I wonder how high you can count. All right, Papa's going to toss that in. There's Papa. He's tossing with that knife. But don't toss with a knife at home. Use a spoon or a fork. All right. So there's Papa. He's got that going. It looks pretty good. Now, this probably doesn't look like your mom's batter, you know, because your mom's has liquid to her batter. So let's see. We're going to add some vanilla. So that always smells good. Oh, Nana loves that smell. All right, so we need a 1/2 teaspoon of that, Papa. So here we go. We'll put that in there. Measure that. Okay. All that goodness. And I got to get something else here for us. All right. How we doing, Papa?
Good.
Okay, let's take a look, girls. Does it look like your mom's batter? Not yet. We need to add that egg. Here we go. Now, one thing when your mom probably showed you when you're doing eggs, when you're cracking an egg, you just hit it a little bit, not hard, and then you use Mr. Thumbkin and Mr. Pointer, and then you kind of pull it apart because you don't want the shell in there because it'll be crunchy, right? All right, so there we go. So we got all that goodness. All right, Papa, you're going to need to stir that up now. All right, there he is with that knife again. Remember, girls, don't do like Papa. You got to have a spoon or a fork. All right. Now, I'm going to spray it with Pam. Okay, so I spray the inside of my mug because I don't want it to stick. Sometimes you do that when you have cakes. You spray it with Pam and then sometimes flour. Your mom will tell you that. But for this one, we're just going to spray this so it doesn't stick. Remember, we have 7 ingredients. We have 6. We have flour, 1. We have butter, 2. We have sugar, 3. We have baking powder, 4. We have vanilla, 5. We have the egg, 6. 1 more. Of course, it's the chocolate chips. We have to have the chocolate chips. Now, Nana likes the little mini ones. They're tiny. Because sometimes when I use the big ones and I make it in a mug, sometimes they don't float to the top. They all sink to the bottom. But that's okay, too, because then it's nice and gooey at the bottom. So you can use anything your mom has. All right, let's see. Oh, Papa did a good job, didn't he? Look at that.
With the knife.
You go, Papa. Put that knife away. He doesn't listen. All right, so, now what we're going to do is we're going to put some chips on the bottom. So you could use a tablespoon, or I could use just a cup of like fingertips, like a pincher. So like, you know, when you girls are learning how to write with your pencil, you use the pincher grasp, so you hold your pencil right here. So we're just going to use this pincher and put this right in the mug. So, think that's enough, Papa, or some more? Oh, Papa wants some more. All right, let's put some more in there. What do you think now? Looks good. Okay, so look, girls, I have a whole bunch of chips in the bottom. So now, Papa, can you scrape all of that inside? He's using a spoon. Good job, Papa. Good job. All right. So if you used a fork or a knife, you wouldn't get all that. You know how your mom uses a spatula sometimes? Your mom's really good about that. So I have this little spatula. You can use this little spatula and scrape it all out because you don't want to waste any of that because that's going to be our cake. Now, this just makes 1 cake. So you might have to just share, girls, because it gets pretty good. Good size. So you can share that. Oh, Papa did a good job. Look at that. He got it all out. Way to go, Papa. But he didn't use a knife. Good job. All right, so Papa's going to put it in the microwave for 90 seconds. That's a minute and a half. Seems like a long time, a big number, but it really isn't. So he's putting it in for 90 seconds. Well, we hope you guys are doing great, and we saw your new outfits for Halloween, for harvest time. We're so excited. You look so cute. I love that story about the dragons. That's nice. And I bet you it was a lot of fun when you picked it out when you were at the store. So Papa and Nana bought you something when we were going to go to the beach, and I bet you it's going to be too small for next year when we go to the beach, so we're going to have to mail it to you. So you can use it for dress up and play with your friends downstairs or something, all right? So remember, don't use that big mug like Dad and Mom drink with coffee and stuff, right? We want to have just a little bit of a smaller mug. Well, we're getting really close. I'm going to go get a paper plate so we can show you what it's going to look like. So, and this one you could do with Mom and Dad at home. It's really quick. Takes like minutes, and you make your very own cake, which is pretty cool. So we only have about 30 seconds. That's a half a minute. So today was cold where we live, and so we had to put a fire on. So we'll show you that later. Very cold. And then we had church, and we had a good time at church, but we miss you girls all the time. We miss Mom and Dad too. And we're really hoping that we were going to get to see you girls and everybody, but you know, sometimes the Lord has us holding off for a little bit of time, and when the right time comes, we're going to fly right out there to see you guys, okay? Okay, we're at 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ready? Beep! Okay, let's see, Papa. Does it look like it's done? It looks perfect. Let's see. Oh, bring it over, Papa. All right, so we want to show you. Here's the mug cake. So before it had just like this much batter in it. So guess what? It's not sticking to the side because I sprayed it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the cake over it and flip it upside down. Voila! See, it came all out except for some of that chocolate in there. Look at it. And it wobbles. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. So this is my little cake in a mug. And you know how Nana and Papa got to know about this? We read it in a cookbook. So reading's important, girls, right? So when you're learning your ABCs and you're counting, knowing your numbers, that's how you can make these things. So that's important. Oh, and here's Prancer. All right, let's get a fork out so we can taste it. Now it's super hot. Do you see the steam coming out? So it's super hot. So you don't want to eat it right away because it'll burn your mouth because sugar can get super hot. But when you cut into it, look at it. It's a cake. It's so cool in a mug. So we thought we could do this together. We really miss you guys, and we love you so much.
Love you very much.
Prancer misses you too. So hopefully we'll see you soon. So maybe we could do something else, and maybe you could show us something that you can do and send us a video and teach Nana and Papa something. All right, we love you girls.
Bye-bye. Bye.